Hi, this is Loretta the librarian. Today I'm going to show you how to make an online subject guide using Oliver LearnPath. This is our homepage for our library. So over the left side here you see the LearnPath guides. I'm logged in as an administrator, so you can see I've got the add and edit guides button there. Today I'm going to make a subject guide for Year 9 chemistry. So I click on Year 9, click into Science, Chemical Sciences, and then on this one I go add new guide below this guide and I give it a name. So it's, actually I might make it atoms, isotopes. Oh, I'm having a good time today with my typing. And then I just go save. So it gives me a blank screen here. So now what I do is I can add information boxes. So the first one that I'm going to do is a text box. So I'm using the theme specified color because that's the color that the colors that we have chosen for our library. So I have a Word document over the side here where I've already put a whole heap of website links that I've found. So the first box that I'm going to make is for the topic that they're doing in week 1, which is this one here, atomic structure, protons, neutrons and electrons. So I'm just going to copy that into the heading box, and it won't actually let you do paste, so you can do Control V to paste it in. And then what I want to do is up here I actually choose, instead of normal, I actually go heading 1. Okay. Now down the bottom in the text, this is where I can actually start copying and pasting some of these website links that I've got. So when I've found websites that I think are appropriate, I give them a name. So this one, atomic structure, and then I give a bit of a description so that people can see what that's going to take them to. And then of course I've got the actual address there. So I'm just going to copy this in, paste this over into the box here, and then I highlight what I've decided to call that link. So this part here, go up the top here to the linking button, and then it gives me a URL box. So I go back to my Word document where I've got the actual website, I copy that link there, I paste it into the URL here and go OK, and then that part there, then it will become an active link. So I'm going to do the same here for each of the ones that I've found. So to make it a bit quicker, I'm just going to do a copy and paste of all of them and then go in and edit them. First of all, copy that bit. Then highlight the heading, use the linking button, paste in the website address, then go OK. Now that will link to the Britannica article, so I can delete that website bit there. Next one here, highlight the website, copy, so Control C, then link up there, paste that website address in there, go OK. That's made that a link. So I'll get rid of that address. Now, just to show you how that is looking at the moment, I'm just going to go save. So on our guide at the moment, this is our first text box, and each of these, if I click on any of them, it will take me to that particular website. So I'm now going to add a media file, which is for a YouTube video or a ClickView video. So if I go to the information box, I click on media. Now the YouTube video that I have found here, so it now opens over here. We don't want it to play, so I'm going to pause it. And if I scroll down, click on the share button, click on embed, and then I just go copy, saves all of that information for me. Now I'm going to go back to my LearnPath and I actually just paste that embedding information in there. For all of the YouTube videos, I actually give them a heading. So I say what they are, and I say how long they go for. So it means if a student or a teacher is having a look at it and they're like, I've got 5 minutes to kill, they can say, oh, this one only goes for 2 minutes, fine, I can play that one. So again, up here for the heading, change that to heading 1, and then I just go save, and then there it is in our LearnPath guide. So one of the other things that I can do is within these text boxes, I can add some images as well if I want. I've got a diagram of an atom, so I'm going to add that into this atomic structure bit. So I'm just going to go edit, and up the top here, put a bit of space. Then I can add an image here using this image button. So I'm going to go add image. I have to upload the image, so I can choose a file. So in here I've got diagram of an atom. I then need to send it to the server. I can put in here how big I want that image to be. So generally for a LearnPath, I wouldn't go more than 400 wide. And then I just go OK. It's going to add the image there. Go save. And then there's the image at the top of our little section there. Now when you're doing this, if you find that like an image becomes too big or whatever, obviously you can go back in, edit, change the actual size of the image. This one here, I feel like it's slightly small, so I'm actually going to go in and just change its size. Then I highlight the actual picture itself. I go to that little image box over the side there, click on that, and then in here I can change the size. So I'm going to make it 500. Go OK, then go save. And then you can see now that the box is quite a bit bigger, takes up a bit more of that text box. Okay, so one of the other things that I normally include is a search box that goes to the library catalogue. So under add information box, we then go to slider. Now I'm not going to change this to heading because I'm going to make a mistake, so I can show you how you can fix it. Okay. Now the search, we can go subject chemistry. You can make that whatever topic you want. Then we're just going to go save. Now you can see here when it appears over here, it hasn't made that a heading because I didn't change it to a heading. So when I do something like that, if I realise I've made a mistake, I can just go in and edit. And then all I need to do on this stage is simply go heading 1 and then just resave, and it will automatically change that. Now, because I've got a few boxes here, I might want to change the way that they're actually lined up. I normally have the resources in our library up near the top. So what I can do is go edit this guide, change layout, and then you can just move the boxes around to wherever you want to have them. So then I can just go save. Okay, so when I'm creating a subject guide, first of all, I work out the different topics that are going to fit into that guide. Then I obviously try and find appropriate websites. I try to make sure I use a variety of websites, so it gives the students a hint of like, okay, not everything is from Encyclopedia Britannica or, you know, from Scientific Journal, whatever. So I do it all in a Word document, so then it's a really quick and easy thing to just copy and paste across into your Oliver. Now, some of the things, for example, I've found when it's a government department, I always make sure I say if it's like US or Australian or whatever, so the students know whether it's, you know, what country it's from. I also try to, when I have the little information beside each thing, like for example, you can see here, I've got entry from Encyclopedia Britannica. The next one down is an article from The Conversation. The next one is a web page by that particular organisation. So the students can quickly and easily see what that link's going to take them to, so that they don't waste time clicking on links that aren't what they actually want. The headings for the articles, I normally use whatever, or websites, whatever it's actually called itself. But if you have a heap that are all basically the same name, like all just saying atoms, for example, then I'd try to add a bit more detail to make sure that the names aren't identical. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to insert a ClickView video into the Oliver LearnPath subject guide. So I'm in ClickView. I've done a search under one of the topics which is relevant to this online subject guide, nuclear radiation. Found this one here. It covers quite a few of the topics the students will be studying. So I just click on share, go embed, same as with YouTube. So I've got the embedding code. We just go copy. I can close that now. I go back to our subject guide, add an information box, media. Down in this embed code box, I just paste that in the heading bit, change it to heading 1, and I type, so the name of it was nuclear radiation, and it goes for 22 minutes 33 seconds. So in my box here, I go now, say I've forgotten how long it goes for, so I haven't put it in properly. I can go save, and then if I, oh, hang on a minute, I need to check that one. So it's this one here. I can then go back. Oh, it was 22 minutes 33 seconds. Okay, and then I can just edit the heading to add the correct time in. I always leave a space after the brackets just so it doesn't get too difficult to read. Save that. Now, when you have completely finished, and there's quite a few more topics I want to add to this one, so I'm not going to do it, but when it's completely finished, you can click on Publish to the Hub, which means that then it's available for other people to share. Okay, so I did mention that it looks different on different size screens, different devices. So just to see if this is actually going to look all right when a student's looking at it on one of their laptops or Chromebooks, I'm just going to move it across to my Chromebook and pop it up big. And so you can see that 400 size, sorry, 500, we made it 500. It's possibly slightly too big because you can't see all of the image in one go. You've got the little slide bars there so you can slide across and see it all. But I think I will actually change that size, those images, to 400 so that the students can see more of it when they first look at it. So to do that again, we go into the edit and then we highlight the actual image, click on the image button, change the size to 400 and go OK. Save. And then now on the screen we can see that the image is filling that box a bit better. Okay, so now I'm going to add a file to the subject guide. So I go in Add Information Box, File. Then in here I choose the file. So I've got this one here, the atom, a PDF file. So I'm just going to put that there. Make that my heading. And then all I need to do is go save. And then if we scroll down the bottom, it appears as a full document that the students can actually just scroll through and read on screen, or they can enlarge to look at it separately. Now I'm going to re-edit this guide because I'm going to move that up near the top. And I can resize the box as well so that the students can actually see the whole first page. Now I'm going to make For example, this box is a bit smaller because we've got a lot of spare room. And move this one over. So this has covered all of the topics that the teacher requested. So I'm going to save it now. And I'm pretty happy with the variety of resources that I've included. So I'm now going to publish to the hub. Okay, so I'll just go publish guide to the LearnPath hub. And so then out of interest, what I can do, I'm not sure if this one will appear immediately, but I can look at the LearnPath hub and I can actually do a search under my name. And see, there it is. There's the one that I just uploaded now. And you can also see a list of a few of the other ones that I've already uploaded. So that means anybody else on LearnPath can actually copy this guide if they want and use it in their own library.